Hello there. Say, I just did my, got a green thing here, and it's asking me some questions, about 4 questions, and that's kind of cool. Makes you think about some things that I hadn't thought about for a period of time. I better leave these on. Anyway, the first question is, what was the first movie you saw in a theater? Well, I think the first one I saw, and I'm going to give a little forward on it. It was in Salt Lake, at kind of a local theater. It wasn't right in town. It was kind of in I think in, well, it doesn't matter where, but there was, the line was just huge, really huge. And when I tell you the title, you'll understand. It was Wizard of Oz, the first time when it came out, and with Judy Garland and all the other things, characters in there, and so that was a big deal. I mean, it was I don't know, for the day, it was a big deal. And I think about that if I ever hear about that show on, they'll talk about Judy Garland, Wizard of Oz, and the Lion, and the Scarecrow, and the Tin Man. Yeah, I know Ray Bolger was he was the Scarecrow. Yeah. Anyway, and all the little, I don't know, gnomes, I guess. The characters, and the witch, and how she melted, and all that kind of stuff. That was first rate. Anyway, number 2 is, what did you do to celebrate birthdays? Well, we didn't celebrate birthdays a lot, but I do recall one that my mother went all out on. I think it was somewhere around my 10th birthday. And I had friends come over, and she had got a cake that was made like a train. I mean, each cake, there was a cake for each car, and they were big enough where one little kid couldn't eat it all. And that was pretty cool. And all the friends there brought gifts and everything, and we did some games as I recall. Mom she was always working, so there wasn't a lot of time for her to do stuff like that, so it made it really special. And this is kind of a cool thing for you to do. It makes me think about stuff I hadn't thought about for years. What was my first job? Honestly, I don't really know for sure, but I think it was, I went to work in a grocery store as a bagger. First job working for somebody other than a neighbor or something like that, So bagging groceries. I don't know if they do still do that occasionally. Yeah, I guess they do. And did I get an allowance? That's my last questions. Yeah. I think sometimes I would get a nickel. And if had been really good, I guess maybe I got a quarter. But in those days, you could actually buy something for pennies. I remember a Twinkie was 7 cents, or a nickel, and then it went up to 7 cents. I thought that was outrageous. When I first started going to elementary school, we could walk past this little store, and I think they lived on all the stuff that kids would buy in there. All those wax candies and the lips, and with the juice inside of them, the little Coke bottle, all that kind of crap. Babe Ruth was a nickel, a big one, about twice as big as the one you get now for $1. Yeah, that's about all I had to spend my money on. I remember one time I found it around 4th of July too. I found a couple of dollars or something. It was over $1, I know that. And I didn't want to tell my mom because I didn't want her to take it from me. And I snuck off to a store. And I bought a cap gun with a holster and some caps. Of course, I had to explain how I managed to do that. And I suppose after you have it, it's too late to get too mad at you. Mom was pretty good about it. If I can tell you another story, we used to have entertainment. I don't know if I ever told you this. This is when TVs were first coming out. God, I'm getting old. You know, you start thinking about stuff like that. We lived in this apartment. And fourplex or something like that. And the people upstairs had a TV. It was about the size of what can I liken it to? An iPad or something, a little bit bigger than an iPad screen. Black and white, of course. And the funny thing about it is it you had to put some money in it before it would play. I guess they were kind of renting it that way, would be my assumption. And I mean, their whole living room would be full of the neighbors in there watching Lone Ranger, Hopalong Cassidy, and Roy Rogers, Sky King. Then the show would quit. They'd have to rush up and somebody'd give them a quarter or whatever it was. I think it was a quarter, so they could watch the rest of the show. Yeah, that was probably 1950, 51 or 52. Before my dad died, and I was 7 when he died. So yeah, probably 1951. Anyway, I wanted to ask you a question, Tammy. Did you happen to run across some Wonder Woman masks? I made those especially for you. I seen that fabric on my favorite place to go shopping, and online. And I said, I'm going to get one of those and make those up for her. Because you are a Wonder Woman. And I think about you when you wear your Wonder Woman outfit for school or cape or whatever it is, you're getting the kids excited. But of course, you haven't been able to do that this year, I don't think. Anyway, I hope you found them somewhere. All right, love you all, and take care of yourself. I know you are. I did read another one of your yellow ones, and the story was about you were going to bed, door was left open, and somebody left the hallway light on, I believe. And you started to holler, can somebody please turn off the light? Can somebody please turn off the light? I don't recall it, but you described it rather vividly. When I came down, I just had a towel wrapped around me, and I was kind of angry. I was trying to go take a shower. And you said I threw the towel down on the floor and turned the light off, and you said that was the first time you ever saw me naked. It was shocking. All right. Love you all. Bye-bye.